One of the best days of my life was my older brother's wedding. The genuine feeling of love in the room radiated itself on everyone in there. I was best man, and standing up there with him, making a speech and a toast to him and his wife, was a huge honour. The joy of a wedding is it's the only celebration you can truly relive, through the videos, the photos, all to the highest quality. Which is why this video exists. I look at lots of photos from that day and think, wow, look at my chins. I look bigger than everybody else there. I look dreadful. This is how I look back on one of the best days of my life. Now, I'm not that unhealthy. This was initially entirely aesthetic. Sue me. I'm human. I also probably shouldn't be thinking about myself on two other people's wedding day, but regardless, when I realised this was impacting my self-esteem, I knew something had to change. But that's not actually where this all started. Earlier in the year, I was the heaviest I'd ever been. 92 kilos, and it was only going to get worse. Until I started following my own simplified self-improvement method. The Unitive approach, in short, is to set your mind to one thing, and to keep it as simple as possible. With weight loss, simplifying is easy. Exercise and diet. That's all it is. So, let's start with the exercise. I've tried a number of different forms of exercise over the years. The brief period going to the gym was admittedly a massive failure. I just really wasn't interested in it. I started running and playing football knowing these were more aligned with what I wanted to do, and while I did it on and off, I didn't really lose much weight. And I never did it for long enough to make it habitual. Until earlier this year, when I realised I needed to set my mind wholly to what I was doing. And then, it clicked. 5k after 5k, a 10k, simple goals, run slightly further or slightly faster, and it took me from my big fat 92 kilograms to 85 kilograms. And boy did I feel good about myself. And then the wedding came. And Fatboy Slim with the microphone felt like Fatboy Fat still. Now, for all those saying I should be happy with my body, I agree. I should. But I wasn't. I hated what I saw. And I knew that I wasn't going to get any further without doing something more. Now, I already had my running, and I was smashing it, if I say so myself. It was also habit. I didn't even need to think or focus on it to make sure I carried on doing it, which meant I could focus entirely on the diet. Again, focusing fully only on my diet, I took on the challenge of healthy eating. Simple rules, that's the way forward. And I made it easy. Rule 1, don't snack. Rule 2, don't resort to fried or fast food. Rule 3, stick to lean meats and vegetables. And if in doubt, chicken and rice. So I tracked it the best way I knew how. TikTok. And it went a bit like this. Day 1 of eating healthily until my second chin disappears. It was going so well. I was losing weight by the day, just by doing my usual level of exercise and eating better. Who would have known? But there's always a setback in a story like this, and his name was Father Christmas. Merry! Psych. I enjoyed my Christmas. I ate many a roast dinner, I drank wine, I even had some takeaways. I bent the rules. I wasn't 100% consistent the whole time. If I listened to the internet, social media, I would assume I was a massive failure. But I'm not. My rules were in mind. I barely snacked over Christmas, and then with my Christmas chocolate, I approached it with moderation instead of my usual binging. And then, come the 27th of December, I returned back to the rules and continued to lose weight. You're allowed to fall down once in a while. And when you're only focusing on one thing, it makes it a hell of a lot easier to get back up. Which is what I did. And I got below 80 kilos and maintained it. In just 42 days, I'd lost 5 kilos, and in 2 short periods during the year, I'd lost 12 kilos. I felt better, I looked better, and it was by following the simplest of methods. But the bonus of following this really simplistic method is that I now run habitually 3 times a week. I also eat healthier, get fewer takeaways and snack less without even thinking about it. So if you want to start making positive improvements in your life or need a best man who's now photo ready, subscribe to the channel and start setting your mind to positive change.